Oh, yeah. Stories? Of course, here's one. There once was a village settled in a land of ice and snow. Food was scarce, but not as much as heat. Their elders spoke of a lush grove, safe, abundant, and with comfortable weather to boot. The only problem was that grove lay on the other side of a permanent hailstorm, which would take weeks to cross. One day, a brave couple left their young boy behind to attempt what the village called the trek. They would scout all the way to the grove and confirm its existence, then come back to the village and lead everyone to a better life. Like all who attempted the trek before them, they sadly and predictably never came back. Over the following decades, that boy grew up with only one goal in mind, to take on the trek himself and find his parents alive at the grove, or dead in the ice, figuring they may have simply been ill-prepared. He trained every day until he was 5 years older than his parents were when they left for the trek, then set off for his own attempt. The hailstorm's first bite wasn't as bad as he thought it would be, but the ice-cold soil slowly worked its way into his bones. After days of walking through the storm without realizing it was all just a metaphor playing out in his troubled young adult mind, he stumbled upon a no pun intended chilling sight. His parents, frozen solid in a block of ice. The shock was too strong. He remained there, cursing, pondering, and cursing again, until the cold took him to become a part of the ice block. Well, no. The end. Ugh. What do you mean, what? No moral? At least a proper ending? Sometimes stories can be harsh. It might just be the very message they mean to convey about life. You need to think about what transpired and find your own takeaways. There are no wrong answers as long as they ring true to you. Maybe this one really felt like a pointless story. It just might be the case that for you it was. Or you could consider the implications of our adventurer being 5 years older than his parents when he found them. Can you imagine gazing upon those who are your protectors and mentors, realizing they are actually younger than you? Your bearers of truth, the wise ones, those you aspired to be like? A harsh reality indeed. You thought they knew it all, had it all figured out, that they were centered and filled with purpose. Yet there you stand, beholding the one pillar you ever took for granted and used for stability, physically crystallized yet mentally shattered before your very eyes. Had they really found inner peace already when you knew them? Meaning you're the one who missed the mark? Or were they simply excellent actors? Food for thought, huh? Yes, that's enough. Remember, this is all subjective. I shared but one angle.